set the pressure alarm to 80 or 90 just to get a breath of air in. Low pressure alarm comes from not enough pressure in the chest. So a hole in the balloon of the pilot balloon, air's leaking out around it and it's not staying stented open. If there was a hole in the lung and air was leading out through the chest tube and stuff like that from the gunshot wound, so that's when you would get a low pressure alarm, or if the tube got dislodged and actually came out of the trachea. Hopefully you better have end tidal on this person at all times just to know that the tube's still in the right place. So then what you do is you push these buttons, and we're going to push them in a minute or two, but you push all the buttons one at a time, and you can adjust it right here, and then I think you push the button a second time to lock it in. These numbers right here are calculated based on the patient. This is you change the tidal volume right here. You can change the pressure support, which is, so if you want to do BiPAP, BiPAP is bi-level positive airway pressure. It's basically CPAP plus inspiratory support. So CPAP is PEEP, positive end expiratory. That's only on the way out. If you want to get more air on the way in, you give them what's called pressure support or inspiratory support. And so you have your inspiratory support here, and you have your PEEP right up here. So, and then you can change your breath rate, you can change your FiO2, you can change how quickly the air gets in, so that's your I time, so inspiratory time. Based on your I time, or how quickly the air gets in, and how many breaths per minute you set the patient at, it calculates what's called your I to E ratio. And that just means for every 1 second of air going in, it takes this many seconds of air to get out, and you can mess with that depending on the patient. Here's all your alarm section and to cancel the alarm and whatnot. And then finally, if you recognize this, volume assist control, volume SIMV, pressure assist control, pressure SIMV, or CPAP. And if you want to do BiPAP, you just do CPAP and then you give them pressure support. And we'll mess with that right now. So, all right, let's turn the lights on. All right, lights are going to come on. Oh, there's some video, sorry. We'll just do it in person because the video is not going to play. All right, lights are going to come. All right. So we need. Does this one require oxygen to turn on, Katie?
It's possible.
Okay, so this one we need a tank to draw. It requires pressure from an oxygen tank to deliver gas, but basically you want to change. You want to see what the patient's at already, and then you want a goal of pulse ox between 88 and 95%. So if they're at 100%, drop their FiO2 down to the minimum amount, which would be 50% for this ventilator. And then you want their your end tidal CO2 to be between 35 to 45, unless they are you're doing that. You're doing
hyperventilation.
Yeah, you're doing permissive hypercapnia, and you're giving them a chance to exhale, and their vent will be their end tidal CO2 is going to be much higher. For this one, we need to get the patient. guys can start to come over here now because